go-to first date moves. Right.
First date.
You're taking me out on a date.
Always coffee. Always coffee.
Always?
First date has to be coffee. Don't do the movies.
Yeah.
Don't do dinner.
Okay.
Don't do lunch. Don't do breakfast. Coffee.
What time of day are you supposed to be doing this at?
I don't care. You can do coffee any time of day. You can do coffee in the morning.
Sure.
You can do coffee in the afternoon.
But it's got to be before.
You can't do like late in the evening, but.
Yeah, it's got to be before meals.
Sure.
Or like in between.
In between meals, yeah. Coffee. Always coffee. Here's why.
All right, tell me.
Here's why. It's cheap. It's a low threshold.
I mean, depends.
So if you're dating for a long time, you aren't setting the bar high.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If I take you out for a steak dinner on our first date and I'm dropping, $50.
Yeah.
A plate.
Yeah.
You're starting the bar way too high because now every time you take her out, there's gonna be an expectation, or it's gonna be less
special
than your first date. Which I guess your first date is supposed to be a little bit special, but there are other ways you can make things special.
Yeah, like being
That's number
special
one.
yourself.
That's number one is price. Yeah, if you're special, that helps. Number two, you can dip anytime. You can literally sit down. And 10 to 15 minutes in, be like, all right, well, this was nice. I got to go.
First date that lasts 5 minutes.
If it's going terrible, that's not abnormal for getting coffee with somebody.
Yeah.
15, 20 minutes. Be like, all right, this was a fun coffee date. I'm gonna head out.
Yeah.
Text you later.
Let me ask you this question then. Right. Like, depending upon how people feel about this.
Yeah.
I feel like in all the movies, you see people, when they want to ask someone out, they're like, hey, do you want to go get a drink? Right? Like you want to go to the bar and grab a drink.
Oh, yeah.
Right? You think that's like a similar thing, like a 15-minute investment? Or like functionally?
Yeah, I guess, but the longer you sit at a bar, the less...
the less coherent your date becomes.
That's true. So... I don't recommend that at all.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not recommending that either. I think coffee is definitely the superior
That might be why
route.
that's a little more common.
Yeah,
and I feel like
I'm just curious if that's like
a cultural thing too. I don't know. I feel like that's in movies, TV, and movies. Who actually goes on a date to a bar?
Well, probably people we just don't hang out with.
I guess.
Like this is like showing our hand here. Like
maybe
we go to coffee shops and the rest of the world. See, here's the thing. Confession right here. A
lot less people drink than you think. It's like less than half the population.
Maybe, but like
alcohol at all.
I've been in bars before, right?
Yeah.
Like, plenty of bars. Whether I'm like grabbing like dinner or something like that, whatever. And so like, or like sports bars, right? I guess is like my frame of reference.
As a bar.
Maybe not. But genuinely,
if you sit at the bar, it counts.
Sure. I mean, it's in the name, but I had no idea what the function of a bar was. Like my reference was sports bars and like TVs and movies.
Mm-hmm.
And I was always like, TVs and movies are just like fake. So they're just like staging this because there's TVs everywhere in the bars that I know about.
Bro, I hate restaurants who got a lot of TVs.
I just can't stand it. But anyway, so like I was like genuinely, is like the cultural phenomena of like bars like just either fake or dying out? And then one day I went to a bar with my wife and a couple of friends of ours, and like we went like for an evening like event. They were having like some kind of like event there or whatever, or like outside the bar, and we went to the bar, and it was like super cute, like this bar.
Super cute.
Yeah, like I went in there, and it was kind of like
the bar's cute.
Like it just had a nice aesthetic to it, and it was like calm and like cozy, and it wasn't like a bunch of inebriated people. And
I feel like it's kind of the appeal of some places.
Yeah, it was like a coffee shop atmosphere,
but a bar.
And there was more seating than in like most coffee shops. And like I definitely, for like the first time in my life, I was like, wow, like I could see how people could be like, yeah, after work, I'm going to stop off here and I'll hang out here for like 15, 20 minutes with my friends, and then I'll go home, because it was like, this is like a nice place to be in. It's got chill music. Like we're just hanging out. We could talk like this. Like we're not having to shout over each other. So I could see it being a real thing. I could see people inviting other people out on a first date to a bar. It's like no big deal. They probably have coffee there.
Reason number 3.
all right.
Coffee date's the best date.
First date.
Best first date.
Yeah,
best first date. Reason number 3. Much like you can dip anytime,
You can dot.
you can sit there for 5 hours if you want to. I mean, depending on when the coffee shop closes.
Sure. Yeah.
If it's going great,
Yeah.
just keep it going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So that's my 3 reasons why
3 reasons.
going on a coffee date for the first date is the best date.
I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's a mistake, you can dip early.
All right.
If it's not a mistake,
You can lock it in.
you can log it in.
You can propose right there in the coffee shop.
For real. If it's, and again, either way, not a big investment financially.
Yeah. I mean, and if it is, then you know you got
That's all I'm saying.
the wrong date.
Now here's
Someone's ordering a $40 coffee.
Well, yeah. I'd be like, what?
Yeah.
I ain't paying for that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, if it's a first date, you may go Dutch,
I guess.
Yeah.
I'm traditional.
Hmm.
I still pay on the first date.
Yeah. I think it, really depends. People's background.
Yeah.
Whatnot. I think for some people, being able to provide for themselves is a big deal.
I guess. For me, it's not about providing. It's just what you're supposed to do.
Mm. Yeah.
I just accept it.
Yeah. All right. First date out of the way. Our first date goes well. You took me out for coffee. I liked it. We laughed. What's the second date?
Something. Oh, here's the other reason. Reason number 4.
Oh my gosh.
Coffee date
Ain't even made it.
is best first date. So, you don't have the same kind of time restraints. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you can actually talk.
Yeah.
Okay. And also, no one's really going to interrupt you.
Mm.
If you're going out to dinner,
Yeah, that's true.
someone's going to be like, all right, what would you like to drink?
Oh,
And then 5 minutes later, what do you want to eat? They're going to interrupt your conversation.
every time, dude.
And then they're going to bring you your food. And then they're going to be like, every 5 minutes, how you doing?
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
Got anything?
It's the
You good?
worst.
That's why coffee.
Yeah.
You sit down, you have uninterrupted time just to talk to this person.
I'll tell you about it. You got one interruption. That's when they call your name for coffee.
Sure. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
So if it's
like
awkward,
that one time.
you got that one time, which the first 5 minutes is always the most awkward. So once you get rolling in conversation,
Yeah.
you're good.
It gives you a chance
You're
to
good.
re-engage.
So I don't remember what reason number 4 was, but that was the 4th reason.
Cool. Did you say you had 5 reasons at the top?
Probably.
That'd be hilarious.
I'll remember number 5.
Ain't never get to number 5. So you heard it here, folks. Clint has a 4-step plan for dating. If you want to know any more advice about how Clint Fairfield thinks you should live your dating life, send us a message on Instagram. ILO.
Reason number 5.
Oh, you got reason number 5?
Reason number 5.
I'm going to have to edit this to the front.
Reason number 5. Do something fun. Like,
Is coffee fun?
don't be, after you do coffee or,
okay.
or this is first date. So
Yeah.
if
We're keeping that bar low. So fun has to be real
free,
relative.
so have your coffee and then if it's going well, go for a walk around, wherever you're having coffee at, unless it's, 1,000 degrees outside.
Yeah.
But so for example,
Mm-hmm.
when Mariah and I's first date, we got coffee
Yeah.
and then went and caught turtles.
You keep them?
No, put them back.
You name them?
Catch and release. I don't remember.
Must have not been a good first date.
It's pretty great. We had coffee and we caught turtles. So it's not only do you get you get to have good conversation with them, and then you get to
Catch turtles.
You get to be like,
Yeah.
all right, how adventurous is this person? Will she reach into a pond and grab a turtle? And if the answer is yes, she might be the one.
She might be the one.